Importing one of your 3D scenes from your favorite 3D authoring tool is extremely easy in SceneKit and Xcode. What is up, you Apple developer enthusiast? Welcome back to the Let's Be Noobs channel. Alright, today we'll be looking at importing a 3D scene to our Xcode SceneKit project, which is pretty straightforward, simple, straight to the point. Alright, so in order to import a 3D scene, firstly you need to export it from your 3D authoring tool, and when you export it, you need to save it as a DAE file. Alright, so once you've saved it as a DAE file, you can import it easy in SceneKit and Xcode, and I'll tell you now why you should save it as a DAE file. So I'm gonna go ahead and create a new project, game project. I'm gonna name it importing a scene. Make sure you have Swift selected and SceneKit selected and everything is fine. I'm gonna save it on the desktop as usual, and there we go. We have our scene ready to go. So firstly, I want to remove this SCN assets catalog folder because that's the default one that comes with the game template. Go ahead and delete that, move to the trash, and we are good to go. So the first thing you want to do is go ahead and create a new group. Nope. You want to create a new file, sorry. Scroll towards the bottom and you'll find the SceneKit catalog folder over there. Create that and go ahead and name it art. You can name it pretty much what you want. Whatever suits your project, whatever makes sense to your project, you can name it that. Create that, and there we go. We have our art.scn assets catalog folder. So you can right click on that folder and create a new file, and it's gonna automatically create a nice new SceneKit file over there, a scene actually. And I'm gonna go ahead and name this main scene maybe. Alright, looks good. The first thing you want to do is import the DAE file into your scene, which is your scene that you took the time to develop in your 3D authoring tool. Now you just want to put it in Xcode and see it on your iPhone. So what you want to do is you want to click on your DAE file and drag it into Xcode, but under the art.sc assets folder. So under the catalog folder, the art.scn assets folder, drop it into there, and there is your file. It's in Xcode, and we are good to go. I'm gonna go ahead and expand that, and when you click on it, it's gonna ask you if you want to save the original. It doesn't really matter. I'm gonna go ahead and click on keep original. I actually don't know what the difference is, but both works. So as you can see here, everything that you had set up in your 3D authoring tool exports with the DAE file or within the DAE file, which is why you should store it as a DAE file, because it makes life easier when it comes to Xcode or any other gaming engine. I don't really know about the other ones, but I'm sure it actually works as well. So you have your geometries over there, which is obviously the object itself or the scene, and you have your lighting information. You also have materials, and it also comes, if you had set up, which I didn't, it comes with the animations pre-built and the cameras pre-built. I don't think that's necessary because you can just create your own cameras in Xcode. So you're probably wondering why it is all white and black, and that is because we need to set the object into a physically based object so it can conform to the lighting information here in SceneKit or in Xcode. So the first thing you want to do before that is turn your DAE file to an SCN file. And to do that, you click on your main scene, right, and drag your DAE file into your main scene node graph over here, which will make your DAE file a reference node in your main scene, right? We spoke about referencing in the last video. So the default options here are fine, especially if you're coming from Blender. Blender doesn't use Y up on the coordinates in the coordinate system. So this converts the coordinate system to Y up. So you'll have the Y axis going up, which is how SceneKit and most other 3D authoring tools like Maya, that's how they work, you know. So just a convenience thing, and there you go, there's your scene. Now if you look on the side here, we have our bullseye.scn file. So what happened is the conversion, or us referencing the bullseye DAE file, it created an scn file, and there we go, we have our object in the scene. So now this is a reference node in the main scene. Okay, so now our intentions are to turn this object into a physically based object so we can conform nicely to our lighting information in SceneKit over here. In order to do that, you need to have your SCN file selected over here, your bullseye file, your main node. Select that, and you have your inspectors on the side over here. I'm gonna go ahead and just close this out. Maybe I'll just close this out. There we go. If you look up here, you have the materials that you exported with your DAE file from your 3D authoring tool. It could range to any material, and basically these are like shaders that you set up in your 3D authoring tool. And what you want to do is you want to set these to physically based. Now if you look in the properties, the shading is set to Phong, right? So what you want to do is click on the drop down over there and select physically based, and then there we go, it is conforming to the lights. And you want to do that with the other one as well, physically based, and then we are good to go. We are looking awesome, fabulous. There it is. All right, what we want to do next is just add the color into it. So what I had set it to, it was white in for that, and then the other one was red. Okay, all right. So now since we use this as a reference node in our main scene, when we save this file, it automatically updates our main scene file. And look at how we looking, boys and girls. Look at how we looking, ladies and gents. We looking googa goog. That's how we looking. Alright, so there is your scene or your object over there, and this can range to anything. And I think this workflow is very good, and I think this is best because SceneKit is not very good at modeling. I don't think you could just model anything. Maybe you can, but I wouldn't advise it. I'd rather you created your scenes in a 3D authoring tool and brought them into SceneKit and Xcode. No expert at this, but that's just, well, it's just how I think, and I think it's the best way is to take that approach. Alright, that is about it for today's video, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys learned a few things about how Xcode works and how to import a 3D file into Xcode and using SceneKit. If you liked the video, leave a thumbs up. If you didn't, leave a thumbs down. I would appreciate some feedback as to how I can make the videos a lot better for you guys. Subscribe to the channel, as I will be releasing more videos based on Apple game development technologies. Till next time.